Hey, here's question 22. It's huge because I increased it to 200%. And oh gosh, here's one of those questions. Usually have to look at all the answers. Let's see. What can be concluded about the period 2005 to 2014? This is about Greece and their trade with EU and Russia. Okay. Let's see. Which statement is true? In other words, Greece's annual trade deficit with the EU rose continuously. We have to do imports and exports from EU, and that is here. No. Annual trade deficit increased between 2005 and 2008 and then fell. So not A. Let's see B. 22. Greece's annual trade deficit with the EU was lower in 2014 than in 2005. Yes. Wow. Hey, maybe the answer is B. Yes, this distance is smaller than this distance. And if you want numbers, then this is about 12 to 35. And this one looks like about 15 to 30. So, wow, yes. So actually Greece's annual trade deficit with the EU was lower in 2014 than 2005. Hey, try answer C. Greece's annual trade deficit with the EU fell continuously. No, it increased here. And not C. D says Greece's annual trade deficit was smaller than its deficit with Russia. Imports, exports to Russia. Where are? I guess exports to Russia are nothing, but the EU trade deficits are bigger than the trade deficits with Russia. So not D. How about 23? There's a rise in the exchange rate in the U.S. Yay. That's actually bad, but that's bad for exports, right? Let's see. So what would cause the greatest increase in the U.S. current account deficit? There's a rise in the exchange rate, so the dollar is stronger. What would make this worse? High level of domestic unemployment. I don't see a relationship there. Maybe go back to A. B says a high price elasticity of demand. Wait, for imports. Oh, yeah. Let's look at C. A low price elasticity of demand for exports. But that's exports, and what would cause the greatest increase in the current account deficit? So I think that might reduce it. Let's look at B. What happens in B? Let's see, this is demand for imports. If demand for imports is highly price elastic and the dollar is stronger, then that will increase total revenue for the importers, and that would cause the greatest increase in the U.S. current account deficit. I don't think a low rate of domestic inflation is directly related. So answer B for 23.